Hello. So in my main world, I got these storage buildings and machine buildings in my base. And I thought I would show you kind of how that is set up. And for example, the storage system here, I'll show you later. I try to hide things. So when you enter the building, the only thing you see is just the units. And they are like hidden with these cable facades. You have different colors and whatever. And of course you can hide cables on the ground and whatnot, but on this side I just got these facades. So yeah, I got these different buildings. So yeah, here I got my kind of test system, and I'm going to show you how to do it wirelessly as well. Because the wireless system in Applied Energistics 2, this system can only have or handle 32 channels. And you basically have peer-to-peer tunnels, or ME tunnels for that. So yeah, right now I just built this a little bit demonstration, and of course you can hide the cables, whatever you want on the ground and how you do it, but I just have the cables like this so you can easily kind of see it. And Applied Energistics, this will be sort of my main system, main control system. And to this ones I plug in different panels, you know, the crafting terminals and whatnot. Crafting panels, storage panels and whatnot. So then everything, my machines and storage, everything is connected to this system. I thought I would show you how I connect everything. Of course you can try to hide everything as much as you like. So the first thing I do is I use these smart dense cables to connect like this, and I actually use different colors because they don't connect. Put another red one, you see they connect. I want to have the channels kind of separated. It's for my own kind of logic. Then I got this peer-to-peer tunnels. It's the ME. And you got redstone and fluid, I think, as well, items. But this is just ME for the control system. And you can only connect them to smart cables like this, not the dense one. If I connect it to a dense one, it will only connect like this. But if I do it with a smart cable, it will connect correctly, like that. But for this system, it works. You start with a dense cable, then you have the regular smart cables here. And on this side, on the left side here of the tunnel, it needs also power. So I have just separate controllers here, and of course power. And the only thing I use this for is for the power for the cables. I think you have a quartz fiber cable, so you can do sort of a bridge between here, but for my brain this works a little bit better. I can keep control on everything. And these channels, or the tunnels, I mean, they take up one channel on the smart cable. So you can have 8 of these tunnels on one cable. And the nice thing with the tunnel is that it can transfer 32 channels from the dense cable through one cable or one channel over here on the back side. So if you have like 8 tunnels here, you can transfer 256 channels through one smart cable. And that is pretty good. And that's why I actually use the tunnels. So the first thing is that it connects to this system with the colored cable, so they don't connect. Then I just use the regular Fluix cables on the back here, and I use the dense cables, and they go out to the different buildings. And of course you can expand this and have another one. So this is another, goes to another building and stuff. And you can sort of hook them up. So yeah, they go to different buildings like that. And here, of course, you can use the cable facades as well to kind of cover them up a little bit. So it looks a little bit more nice. They are a little bit glitchy with the texture pack. It depends on how you look at it, especially with the dense cables. So yeah, dense cable goes out to the building, and inside the building it goes one out. That's a dense. Then they split up into different sort of areas like this with the smart cables, the Fluix. And this is also, I use different I use Fluix here because I want to know this is sort of the control system or the transfer system, and then we have connect all the machines and stuff to the control of the colored cables. So yeah, from that system it goes onto the building, and then you hook up the tunnels again to the smart cable, and then I connect dense cables here. You can see that I got right here, I got 7 tunnels, and if I look to the left, you see it used 7 of 8 channels, and they both same thing here. And this is why I actually use a dense cable here, because you see it's 14 channels, and a smart cable can only handle maximum 8 channels. So I can hook up even more stuff here, more tunnels here on this cable if I want to. Just extend this and have more tunnels. Then, of course, the thing is that you need to actually connect these tunnels together. Otherwise, it doesn't work. For example, if I take the ME drive here, put a couple of ME drives, 5 of them, and if I fill it up with storage drives here, you see the dots there, they are all gray. That's because they don't have any power, or they are not connected. There's supposed to be green lights there. So now you actually need to connect these to the system, and you need to connect the power or the tunnels, and you do that with this memory card. Right now you see it says it's blank. So what you do now, I start actually with my control system here with that tunnel. Let's say I start with this. Then I hold down the shift key, I sneak, hold down, and then I right click on that tunnel. Now you see it's also changed color from that white to some green colored dots. And now that tunnel, the tunnel ID, so to speak, is stored in this memory card. And you see this is now white, that tunnel. And now I just right click on this. Don't hold shift or anything, just right click on this one with memory card in your hand. Now you see it's actually loaded the configuration from the memory card. So now that tunnel, this tunnel here, and that tunnel is now connected, and now you got proof of that because then you got 2 extra lines over there. And if you look at the to the left, it says 5 of 32 channels. That means 5 devices is connected to this system, but this cable still just use 1 channel. So that's kind of nice. And you also see that it now lights up green. So invalid machine, yeah. I can now do it like this. So now we hooked up the storage system for everything. And of course, then you can have different machines, like over here. Now you can, now that's the storage. You can have a sawmill or different machines. And let's see if this actually register. I don't think so. Oh, that's because these are not hooked up yet. So now I can actually, if I stand on the ground and hold shift and just look in the air, I can just empty the card. So for example, I'm going to use this red one, this cable, this tunnel. Let's actually do it like this. Use this green one instead. And I can actually just use this one for the machines. Now you see it's linked. The thing is, with the machines, they don't really connect to the cable. So for that, I will actually need an interface. Oh, the yeah, this one, the ME interface. So you need to have those at the bottom like that. And the nice thing with interface is that you can rename them. Right now, it just says ME interface. So what you can do is that if you have an anvil and wheel, and then you can put it the interface in the interface and rename it if you want to. Machines. And place those down. It says machines. And if you have a sort of a interface panel on the system, I'll show you later. It will show machines instead of interface. And then, of course, you put the different machines on top of this. And what I do in my main system is that I actually dig these cables down. So they are like over here. And then I put the interface over here. And then, of course, the different machines on top of that. So it looks a little bit more clean. So you don't really see the cables. So yeah, this way, if I, for example, have the ME drive, I can actually connect a lot more. Remember that the dense cable can handle 32 channels or 32 devices. So this is now 15 devices. I can have another 15 if I want to. So I can put them, for example, over here. Oops. Another 10. What I can do if I use this, just clean it out. This one, and then I connect this one to this as well. Now you see that I have actually 25 or 32. So I got this massive storage system over here. Yeah, it might sound a little bit complicated, but yeah. So this is basically how it looks, and of course you can hide cables and whatnot. So it looks a lot more neat. Yeah. Of course, you can cover this up. So it looks a lot more neat. Let's see what I got. I think it's the same over here. Yeah. And how does the wireless thing work? Well, let's see if I just clear this a little bit. This stuff. Maybe that's another video. Well, I can do it here anyway. So you got this wireless stuff, and then you got that one in the center, and then you hook up this one to the system, and this system now gets power from the controller. You see there, you see these blue dots, they change when it gets power, like that. And then on the other side, for example, we got one over here. And this also needs some kind of power. So I got this. You need this energy acceptor on top, and then you can have like power like this. Oops. Or just on top, like that. And then you got like, I can put it in the air perhaps. Let's do it again. Put it in the air. And that one, power acceptor and power device. Okay, so now you have these two systems, and you need to link them up together. And for that, you need a thing called entangled quantum thing. So you need one ender dust, one singularity, and I need a lever, and a tiny TNT. And I got this obsidian here, so it doesn't really destroy. But you have a small TNT there. And what you do is that, let's see if I have this off. Then you just drop with Q, these two. And then you activate the TNT. Now you got these two quantum entangled singularity. You got two of them. So you need to put one of them over here, and the other one in that one. So now these two portals are connected, and you can now connect things here. And if you use like these, now you can actually connect different tunnels. Let's see, I think I need it. Yeah, I need these regular cables as well. So out from here, you can have like regular smart cables and tunnels on the smart ones. And of course, you can have other stuff connected to this. And then on this system over here, you have, of course, the dense cable. Yeah, I think I did it like that. Yes. This should work as well. You can sort of, yeah, because it needs kind of power as well. Okay, let's take it one down. Now you see it lights up, and of course you have the memory card. I'll do this a little bit fast here. Shift right click on that one. And where were you? Over here. And then you just right click on this once, for example. And now you're actually hooked up. Now you can have a lot of devices here just connecting through that one. So this is how you actually fix with the system. And you can have 32 of these tunnels using that, and each tunnel can transfer 256 channels. So that's how you kind of fix the limit, because right now you can only transfer 32 channels from this cable. But since you got the tunnels, you got 256 channels instead of 32. So that's how I did it with this system. So you see all of those cables, and I got the tunnels. I got in total 14 of these tunnels going through the wireless system. So that's kind of how that works. So yeah, I hope it made some sense. You might have to watch this a couple of times, but yeah, that's how my kind of system works, how you connect all the machines and stuff. And if you want it wirelessly, that's how you kind of connect them together with the quantum entangled singularity. Just using a dense cable here, and then it's split up into smart cables, and then the tunnels. So you can have 32 channels going into the wireless, and then 256 channels on this side, and it works just perfectly. And of course, you can have one of these wireless thing in each building. So each building will have, like, you can have 256 machines in each building. So yeah, that's how that works. So see you later.